which is a really sad thing to say without our Tuesday morning classes. Although some of them tried to be a substitute for Tuesday. And we worked on bag work and punching for about 45 minutes. Tuesday mornings are not the same. And we miss you very much. And thank you for all you do. You're a constant. You're my 18 years here. You've always been here. And you always will be here. The mat is you. And we are you. And you represent a lot of what the school is about. Not many people come close to representing so much of Saudi as you do. You're one of the 4 people in the school that never, not once, heard speak badly of anybody. Was? As a matter of fact, I think you might be the only one that never heard speak badly of anyone. So I think we all have been great teachers for all of us.
We are going to truly miss you. You've been there for us. I remember the early mornings and stuff in the comp class. The dedication, the spirit, the form, technique. I wasn't sure of something, you made me sure. If others weren't sure, you were there for us. I can't believe that you're not going to be with us as we proceed into the future. You're going to be dearly, dearly missed. Thank you for everything.
Vous allez l'avoir ça en français parce que je parle très bien. Sarah taught me Hansu. I was a red belt, she was a bow dance, that was in 2000 something. One morning, because it was always morning classes, and she was like, oh George, I'll show you Hansu. I was like, oh, one more to learn. And I learned Hansu, I don't know, 180 move in like in 3 days. And more people, I think, did not appreciate the value of this teacher while she was here. Because I was like, yeah, oh, an old lady, morning class, yeah, we've got things to do. But definitely, when you get corrected by Sarah, you're like, yeah, okay, so you freaking knew. you don't know. So she helped me a lot in my journey here.
Thank you.
Hi.
I would like to say I've been to school a long time, and I've kind of come and gone as health has come and gone, and I think that the thing that keeps me coming back, one of the things that keeps me coming back, is the foundation I got, and I got that foundation mostly from you in the mornings. I used to come in the mornings, and they were like the most amazing way to start your day. And I was just telling you earlier, I can still hear Sarah teaching me basic knife. Every time I do that, you're like in me as I'm doing it. Like I can hear you with the stances and everything. And I feel like one of the most important things to building the family, which I feel like we all are, is the foundation. And you have been one of the most important pillars in the foundation.
My cleaning partner. We have cleaned 3 dojangs. We have scrubbed, we have painted, we have cleaned out rotten vegetables out of vegetable bins and garbage cans and everything. And she is the best. And I love her.
Sarah doesn't look imposing as you look at her, but she is a giant. And that is obvious by the way she has touched our lives. And we appreciate that. And we want to thank you as a group, as a student body, as friends, as family. Thank you.
Sarah
used to come to the Friday night classes, which is, we do a little bit of sparring and boxing in the Friday night classes, and she took it to us. Very surprising. So thank you very much, and we love you.
With her WMCA class that she used to teach the kids. The kids from Sarah were famous. They were Sarah's kids. They knew stuff better than anybody else. So I went bowing to that class, not knowing anything, and this woman led with so much kindness and with so much love, and she was so careful about teaching, and she taught me how to teach the kids. She taught me things that I didn't know so I could teach the kids. And that has been my experience with her always, is that she leads with kindness, she leads with confidence and with love, and when she teaches, you learn because she cares so much. And then you care because she cares. And you always took everybody under your wings. You never looked at people, and you never undermined people, and you never looked down on people. You always took them under your wing.
Everybody's good.
So thank you for that, Sarah. I'll never forget that experience.
I
Of working with you.
I always found that Sarah was very welcoming, and she would always kind of smile at me. And it was like an invitation to, okay, I'm part of this school now. I've got somebody here who actually kind of is inviting me to be participate. And I only have like a handful of memories like that, and I do treasure them because they mean a lot to me. It meant a lot to me to be welcome to the school, and I always enjoyed trying to land a punch, which I never could. And, I guess along the same lines, in those memories, I have a good memory of Sabanim. Once when I was really like, second time I was here, Sabanim just went like that. And it was an invitation, get on the mat, stop looking, get out here on the mat and try to do something. And of course, my longtime teacher, Chungsanim, has always been like that too, very welcoming. So those are kind of like my best memories, but Sarah, I really do love you a lot. It was wonderful, just being with you, and I wish you so much, good fortune in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What can I say about Sarah? First of all, Sarah, I've never seen you looking so beautiful. Sarah is one of the most beautiful people I have ever known. When I was trying to describe her to a friend of mine who comes here sometimes when I come to visit my son, I described her and I said, she always stays above the fray. She never gets involved in anything, but working so hard. How many of you remember the move from across the street to here? Yes. It was the hottest day of the year. And there was Sarah carrying something that weighed 100 pounds more than her, it looked like. And I always remember Sarah because she helped my son. You're good to my son. I love you. I love you. Not only my son. She has been so kind and generous to my granddaughter from the day she was born. I'm always saying, I gotta get her something for Easter or for this. Sarah always beat me too. And I know that she's generous not only to my granddaughter, but I think you have a nephew or someone. One day I saw her with a little outfit or someone. But Sarah is a beautiful person. I read your newsletter avidly, whether you all know that or not. And when I read that Sarah was leaving, I have a big thing to do tomorrow, but I said, I'm getting here tonight. Thank you. God bless you.
The hardest falling sound in my constant. So Sarah, I've been here. First of all, I agree with Novella. I think you look amazing. You look exactly the same as when I joined the school 20 years ago. But you know what Cousin Ava was saying too. You've always been so generous. Like the generosity of who you give of yourself. So this is the thing. Like people who don't know they think, oh, kicking, punching, and all that, that's what makes a great martial arts. Like, oh, toughness, like, no, it's the whole package, and Sarah's always had that. Like from, even when, before black belt, you've been like so kind and generous and such a support. There's this thing, I don't know if you, is it a secret?
They can let it out.
Okay, so there's something called SS Salvanum Secret Service. There are people who are just like there for Salvanum. They're like his pillars, like the pillars you see here, and Sarah's one of them. Like you can always count on her for everything. It's like, oh, wait, the Dojang Soke, oh, Sarah cleaned it. The kitchen, by the way, you guys, whoever is Salvanum's kind enough to like feed, you guys better do your dishes. Because Sarah's cleaning up after a lot of you. So make sure if you take up Salvanum's generosity to make sure, because we have to carry on. She's the embodiment of like martial arts, like, you know, excellence, like generosity, and what's funny is what John was saying, how it's like you know, she's like very humble, you know, very, you know, but she is tough. So that's the thing. It's like she's everything I hope to be as a martial artist.
So we here for Sarah. It's not a goodbye. The original intent was to celebrate her because Sunday is actually her birthday. So when we sum it all up, we're celebrating her life, her birthday, her born day. We all go through transitions in life, and we hope that when we make all these transitions, that the individuals that were there in the prior ones help support us as we go through the different changes that life requires of us. So I'm very happy that everyone here was able to come and support Sarah and show Sarah that transition is just that, a transition. But individuals that stay through the transition with you, individuals that care and love you, and will always be here.
Thank you.
I've seen her over the years as I've been privileged to come to World Martial Arts, and I watched her artistry when she performed, and I'm just happy to be here to celebrate your time that you have been here, what you have contributed to this family of martial arts.
Sarah, on behalf of Sarah and the rest of the school, I'd like to present you with the form. I've trained with her more than anybody else here. And I thank you for all the years and all the punches. Most of your generosity and your kindness. You know, to me, you will always be a friend. Nothing will ever change. Thank you.
You know, he would say things to me. You know, your teacher says things and you feel it, it hits you, but you don't really understand it, right? Until that time comes around. So, Herbert would tell me that when I called him and when I showed up, he had this feeling of like this, oh, okay, everything's going to be fine. It was like the new day is happening, the sun's coming up. So I want to let you know that I realize now what he was telling me because I realized who you've been for me. Because I realized that every Tuesday I knew that everything was going to be fine. Okay, when I got everything was fine. I know you've been through some tough places, you worked hard in tough places, you had hard and tough times, and no matter what happened, you flowed like water, you walked with grace, peace, and power. And you made sure all those around you felt that. You gave that. Unconditionally and consistently. So, this award is definitely fitting for you. So it's only been than a few of these given. Thank you for your 23 years of extraordinary dedication, devotion, and service. The World Martial Arts Center, Grandmaster David Herbert, April 7, 2017. And those are the says on top. It says, you shine. Because just as the sun rises in the morning, there's not a single person on the planet that can feel the sun in their face and not feel the warmth and the greatness and the gratitude of being alive. Okay? You do that for all of us. This is you. Thank you.